Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of the Mongooly Show. Today we're going to take a look at the Marvel Strike Force weekly blog update for December 16th. It's going to show us how to get the Groot Christmas tree, the Drax sweater, Nemesis as a character, and a couple other fun events that are coming up. Let's check it out. Okay, so first up, we've got the How the Guardians Stole Grinchmas. It's going to start on December 19th at 1 p.m. PST, and it's going to give you the ability to play through 10 different nodes, but you can only play through them once because there's no way to refill this energy. You get 100 energy a day, and that is it. So presumably each event will be 10 energy, so 10, be your 100 right away. You can get the fully trimmed Groot's costume or the Drax holiday sweater. You can see those events up here. The Groot one has been available for a while. I've already got that, I think, from last Christmas. The sweater, I believe, is new this year because of the holiday special. Makes sense if it is. You've got 3 different difficulties you can do the nodes on. There's story difficulty, no requirements whatsoever, characters at level 10. Everybody's going to get this. Hard, you have to have Guardian characters. There's 6 of them, so you only have to have 5 of the 6. Recommends them to be level 65, but we'll see what that looks like. Most of us probably have a Gamora that's very well leveled. I'm sure she'll carry the team for a certain amount. Next, we have the Guardian difficulty, which requires 7 yellow stars for each of the Guardians. I've got all 6 of them at 7 stars, but I have none of them anywhere close to 85. I guess Gamora's maybe at 80, but that's it. So I don't know how well I'll be doing in the Guardian difficulty. Hopefully you do better than I do. Hopefully we all get it. I mean, who knows? Maybe this won't be that hard of a thing. The Guardians, they've been talking about reworking for a while, but that hasn't happened yet. So maybe this is just a really easy way to get them back, people talking about them, and then they'll do an update on them in the near future. The Harbinger of the End event starts on December 20th at 1 p.m. It's going to be how you get Nemesis. It's going to be one of those events like Nakia's the one last month where there's going to be 3 different campaign nodes that you can go through, and if you unlock the hardest, then it unlocks the ones below it. You're going to spend campaign energy, sort of, to open those events, get through them, and you're going to get orb fragments. The orb fragments are going to feed into the progeny of Apocalypse that we see below it, but we'll get to that in a minute. If we take a look at the actual event, as you can see, there's the easy, hard, and heroic. For easy mode, everybody should be able to do this. It's squad level 35. There's no requirements. You can have any character you want. But if you want to do hard, you're going to have to be level 60, and heroic is level 85, and you can only use Chosen. Now, who are the Chosen? Well, if we take a look, we've got Omega Red, Sabretooth, Magneto, Killmonger, Mr. Sinister, Black Bolt, Lady Deathstrike, Shatterstar, Invisible Woman, Longshot, Crystal, Kingpin, Juggernaut, Karnak, Madeline Pryor, Mystique, Bullseye, The Thing, Namor, Dark Beast, and if you can unlock them, you can actually use Nemesis to unlock more of him. There's a lot of characters there, and you've got lots of options, so it's kind of whatever you have best built up. If you've got nobody best built up, I mean, Omega Red is an easy one. He's so good. You're going to need Magneto and Dark Beast for the Death Seed team, and I mean, once you unlock them, Nemesis as well, so those are great ones to be leveling up. A lot of people say they like the Shatterstar and Longshot. I didn't build them up that high, so I don't plan on building them up now. But there's options. There's lots of options here. So you've got kind of the pick of your litter here on what you want to do. And worst case scenario, if you can't complete heroic, don't worry about it. You only need 45 shards to unlock Nemesis. And if you were around last week, they gave you 5. So you only need 40 more. You should be able to get those probably just by completing the easy campaign with whatever characters you want. But especially if you can do the hard with the level 60 characters of those Chosen, I think you'll be doing just fine. Normally, I'd say you want to spend about 200 energy a day. Some people recommend as much as 600. It's entirely up to you and how much energy you've got available. I usually stick to 200, but if I'm getting close to the end of the week and I don't have them unlocked, or I'm really close to getting them to the next star level, then I'll sometimes spend a little bit more just to push me over the edge. It's up to you. So if we go back, we'll see that there's another event starting below it. And this is one of those events that's like a bigger event that you feed into, but it itself feeds the main monthly event. So what we've got is the Progeny of Apocalypse. Now, all the Chosen orb fragments that you're going to get from the Harbinger of the End event will feed into this as well, so get as many as you can. But what this event is, it's a 7-day milestone. You're going to open it milestone by opening Chosen orbs from the Harbinger End event, the Mutant Evolution, and the New Reign milestones, and spending gold. So it's going to be a very, very expensive looking chart. Like, it goes up to 160 million points, but that's because you can spend money to do it, and most people spend a couple $1 million a day. So That's why it's so high. It's not as bad as it looks. As per normal, we're just going to worry about getting the ice shield, which is the thing that we need to get points for the main event, and all the snowballs we'll get along the way. I think we're going to get 48,000 snowballs, so that's going to help us with the main event, and then the ice shield is worth a ton as well, so that's all good. If you want to go below that, there's the 5 red star Killmonger below that, and some of the brand new fortified chromium, which is really good, but don't beat yourself up trying to get to that level. So, to get the ice shield, we're going to need 61 million points. How are we going to get there? Well, ignore the leaderboard. There's the Mutant Evolution milestone, which is a blitz event that's going to happen 3 times back to back. So each one of them is 2 days long. So you've got 2 days to get 28,000 points. Sounds like a lot. That's going to be a lot of blitzing. I did the math. It's about 6 rotations a day. So can you do 6 rotations a day of 40 teams winning each one of those over 6 days? You'll be fine. Good news, you can also use the Chosen to lessen that math. If you win Blitz with Chosen at Gear Tier 15, that's going to be an extra 120 points on top of the 60 points you're going to get for winning a Blitz with Chosen, on top of the 40 points you're going to get for just winning a Blitz. Gear Tier 13 is an extra 60 points. So if you can do either 15 or 13, or even just use your Chosen at all, you're going to help yourself out so you don't have to get those full 6 rotations every single day. There's lots of Chosen characters, so it's not even like you have to have one team. You can easily make probably 3 or 4 teams out of the amount of Chosen characters you have, assuming you've got them all unlocked, and you'll be doing just fine. So 6 rotations is the most you should have to do if you can win each one. Good luck. It's going to be a bit of a grind, but that's going to be worth, I think I had it mathed out at just over 30 million points. So we're already halfway to that ice shield. So we're doing all right, and that's only the first event we're looking at. The next event is the new Rain web milestone. You have to have your account hooked up to msf.gg at this point. You just have to. So if you spend campaign energy, 700 campaign energy every single day for 7 days, you're going to walk out of this with 1 million points a day, 7 million points. Add that to the 30 million we've already got, 37 million, we're doing okay. You'll also get a Legacy 3 orb every single day and a quarter of a gold orb. But that's not really what we're here for. We want these points. So if we go back up, we'll see that we are at 37 million points so far. So not quite level 28. So we're doing okay. What you're probably going to do is, like, if you're like me, I spend 1 to 2 million gold every single day on this game. So that's another, let's say I spend 2 million gold just for math's sake. That's another 14 million gold. 14 with the 21, that's 51 million, sorry. So now we're only 10 million away. That's really easy to do when you remember that these Harbinger orbs, Harbinger orbs? No, that's not what they're called. Chosen orbs. These Chosen orbs are worth 1 million points each. And you're probably going to get 2 to 3 of those a day. Probably. Like if you're only spending 200 cores, you're probably going to get 2 to 3 of those a day, I think. Seems pretty good. So I think this event, even though it says, 161 million, looks scary, I think this is extremely doable. Take some blitzing, but I think this is very doable. You'll probably go below this, but don't beat yourself up. Beat yourself up if you don't get 160 million. That's fine. Like, do the best you can. I'm sure you'll get the ice shield. I have faith in you. After we're done all that, we have a coordinated assault starting on the 23rd. We know what we're doing here. And then there's a Snow Day celebration, which is another Blitz event. You might be like groaning, like, oh my god, another Blitz event. This one's easy. This one is cake. You can use any trait character you want. Any Blitz win with a 7-star character of any kind is going to get you 2,000 points. So unless you are brand new to this game and you've got no 7 stars, you are going to crush this event. If there's only 100,000 points on the table, you get 2,000 points per 7-star character. So if you go in there with 5 7-star characters, that's 10,000 points for that run, plus another 200 points for just winning a Blitz at all. This is going to take you no time at all. This is just free points. Merry Christmas. And then after that, we got a little bit of just, we get the Spider-Man No Way Home costumes coming to the store. The Strike Pass Season 24 is going to be Icarus. That's awesome news. We were told months ago he was going to be farmable. He's not been farmable. This is not farmable, but it's something. It's 60 shards of Icarus if you complete it. So that's pretty good. And you can get the Iron Man Silver Centurion costume if you want it. Dark Beast is coming into the Elite store. Good news. Nakia is going into a bunch of orbs. fantastic. We're a little bit late for the free claim Friday, so I'll understand if you don't get that today, but hopefully you know to check the store every single Friday. This is a new thing they're doing. I don't know if it's going to be permanent, but for right now, always check the store on Friday. Check it every day, but 100% on Fridays. Things coming up, Kitty Pryde Blitz, Ebony Maw, his new event, Quick Rumble Blitz, doesn't say if there's any specific characters there, and the Payday event, which is always good for some money in your pocket. So there's another little update today that's not in the weekly update, but they brought it out on Saturday. This new thing in the store called the Stamp Card. If you click on it, it gives you free stuff if you spend a lot of money. So if you're spending the money anyways, great. And if you're not, I don't really think it's worth it, but let's go check it out. So it's down in the bottom right-hand corner here. If you click on that, it'll bring up these two things. They're both called premium. I don't know why. If you spend $27.99 or more, and this is Canadian, so it's probably 20 in the States or whatever, but $27.99 in a single transaction, you'll get one of these prizes. Now, if you spend more than $27.99, you will not get more than one of these, it doesn't sound like. So if you spend $100, I don't think you get 3 of these stamps. I think you get 1 of these stamps. Now, the second one is $84.99, so you would get 1 of those stamps. I don't know if you'll get 1 of each. I have never spent $84.99 or more on a single transaction in this game, and I don't plan on it. No judgment on if you do. Great, good on you. Just not where my money is at. Now, for the top one, it is kind of nice because that's the price. $27.99 is the price of the season passes. I have bought those in the past. I'm slowing down on them significantly, but if you're going to do that, then you do get an extra little bonus just in case. You have to spend the money in the web store. You cannot do it in the app, and you have to spend more than $27.99 at once, or $84.99. If you spend $6.99 5 times, that will not give this to you, or at least not rules as written. I haven't tried, don't plan on trying, but it's there. So if you're spending the money anyways, go to the web store and do it. Get the extra money. I think the bang for your buck milestone is still a thing. Let's check that out super quick. Milestones. Yeah, bang for your buck is still a thing. So, like, it's worth it to buy stuff on the web store versus in the app. I know it's easier in the app, but so be it. It's just a free little bonus. I'm sure people will complain about this because of the price point, but, like, it's free stuff. Who cares? And that's it. We're done with the weekly update. I just got Archangel and Dark Beast. Nemesis is coming out very soon. That Darkseid team is looking real good, and I cannot wait to play with it. We've also got my video coming out tomorrow about Archangel and how I unlocked him, how I can help you unlock them, my minions that I chose, the kill order of the characters you should be looking at, what teams to use on which nodes, and how you can unlock him as soon as possible. If you liked this video, give it a like. You made it this far, you must have liked it. Give me a subscribe if this is your first time here, or if you've been checking this out a couple of times and you haven't subscribed yet, give me a subscribe. Throw a comment in the bottom about what you'd like to see, what you'd like to talk about, or what your favorite color is. I really don't care. We'll catch you next time. Good luck to you.